She got on her mom the other day because her mom came to pick her up, and she was like, "Mommy," and then, do you know who Liv Morgan is? And her mom was like, "No, I don't know." You don't know who Liv Morgan?
I feel that way.
You're such a weirdo right now. You're a freak. You don't know Liv Morgan.
That's awesome.
Oh, what's your story? Don't you dare be sour. Clap for Stephanie and feel the power.
Alarms checked.
Yes, I shut it off. Okay. Yeah, my feed the dogs alarm always goes off.
That's a good alarm.
It is
so
a good alarm.
responsible.
Well, I have to set the alarm because I'm not responsible.
Yeah. Well, I got random like 6 o'clock, 6:08, 6:13. Like,
And do you put in the notes section like what you're supposed to do? See, I do
know.
that.
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, I'll even put pick up stinker, like if it's time to pick up my daughter.
See?
And she doesn't like that.
It's
She's like, Mom, you have to put a reminder in your phone to pick me up from work.
The day is full.
Well, and like my alarms are like text stuff to remind her to pick up her daughter.
Yeah.
No, not really.
Sort of. Totally.
I'm crazy about picking up my daughter. I get like, I don't even like that she's at school.
Well, she's littler.
Yeah, she's
Yes.
8 now. Oh, so crazy. She's 8. She'll be 9 this year. Just growing up quickly. But yeah, the parking at her school is terrible, and it's like treacherous. Like those ladies are mean.
Yeah, they can be. Oh yeah, the moms,
So
they're no joke.
They don't like me now because I'll go 2 hours early just to get in front of the school.
So you're the first
just
one?
sitting listening to ESPN. And I'm like, how do you always get this spot? Because I come here and I Postmate in the parking lot.
Yeah, that's smart.
smart.
That's
Yeah,
smart.
man,
That's a
get
good
my Starbucks
idea.
delivered.
Yeah.
Easy.
Yeah, you get a DoorDash.
Yeah, right to the car.
car.
Right to the car. Why not? It's an address.
So what's your order?
Oh man. Well, now I've been on. Shout out to Matcha. Matcha be doing good things for me.
All right.
I had to switch up my entire life. Since January, I've lost 60 pounds, and the
Wow,
protein matcha at
congratulations.
Starbucks be hitting when I need it.
Yeah.
But before then, when I really used to get down.
okay.
Used to be the venti vanilla bean frap, caramel drizzle around the cup and on top. My
No
goodness.
skinny vanilla.
No.
Fully
Like the
loaded.
good Lord and Titty.
Fully loaded.
Yeah, man. Yeah.
How many calories do you think is in that?
1,000 plus.
Like everything you
day's
need
worth
for
of
the
day.
day.
It's not
Yeah.
coffee.
Yeah.
It's a shake.
Yeah. It's
But
delicious.
man, yeah,
It's
but
delicious.
the mermaid makes it right for you. Yeah.
I'm a big fan. I'm right there with you. I love that mermaid.
Yeah, I
love that
wasn't a
mermaid.
coffee drinker until I started working. Like until I like was somewhere I didn't want to be real early. Coffee.
Then coffee
came into
was the
play in my
savior.
life. Yeah.
My husband said he never started drinking coffee till we got married. I don't know what that
Gotta keep
says,
the energy
really.
up,
Yeah,
man.
I guess.
Gotta keep the energy
My
balanced.
not a bad
first
thing,
coffee
right?
was my first WrestleMania working for the company.
Wow.
Working
Yeah.
for her husband at the time at, I think it was 3 a.m.
At WrestleMania.
Stressful situation.
Yeah.
Well, so his assistant had gone on maternity leave, and Elise was coming to fill in. So lots of pressure
Mania?
anyway, right? Mania weekend.
32, so it was him and Roman.
No pressure.
What
no
a
pressure.
day.
So at 3 a.m. I was like, they're doing,
Well, because, yeah, you're still doing rehearsals through the night, you know.
like, they told me I couldn't fall asleep on the job.
So she had
Tried
her first
just
espresso.
black coffee.
Oh.
I was awake for 2 days.
I thought you said espresso.
it was a black cold brew.
Oh, whoa.
Just
Yeah.
yeah.
You got
that's-
through
Well, because
that.
like
Yeah.
you guys used to. Just
We did
drink
always
those.
we did venti black iced coffee. Yeah.
That's a venti?
yeah.
I think
and
they-
that was like a couple times a day.
Yeah.
I mean, really, it was
Just a
bad.
couple-
They were, but they were like coming
Well, we were
off
up
raw
all the
and-
time.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. We never had time to sleep,
Right.
you know, so you got to do something.
See, sounds like a dream come true to me. like, just as a kid, you just always wonder how everything comes together.
Last minute.
Yeah. Those are the best. That's how you know you got Mamba mentality. The Kobe fan in me lets me know that if I got a couple of seconds, I can make some magic happen.
That's right.
You know,
That's
fourth
right.
quarter, baby.
You do, though. You make magic happen.
I've been getting pretty good at it.
Yeah.
Yeah, getting pretty good at it. A lot of my dreams have been coming true, so you just got to get some more.
So what are some of your dreams that are coming true right now?
I'm in WWE headquarters.
Well, you are.
You know, I've been
You
waiting
are.
for this since I was 6 years old. You know?
Yeah. So tell me, how did you become a fan? Or like some of your earliest memories of it?
My older brother Daryl is he's the guy that led me to wrestling. We were kids. I was probably about five, 6.
Not 6.
Yeah,
Sorry, I had
not 6,
to do
7. No. I didn't start watching until I was about 6, 7. But yeah, I was about 5 or 6. And Sega Genesis, I'm a big gamer, will always be. My PlayStation is in my hotel room right now. But on Sega Genesis, it was WWF Raw. And so, you know, I'm playing this game with my older brother.
And you don't know what it is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And he's always picking Shawn Michaels. He don't pick nobody else but Shawn Michaels. And that game introduced me to people like Bam Bam Bigelow, Doink the Clown, Taker, Razor Ramon. And so I'm seeing all these guys, and then he dropped the bomb on me that, you know, we can watch these people. Now, the way that he's described The Undertaker, by the way, is that he does have powers. So the idea that I could just watch him on TV is insane. But yeah,
He does actually have powers.
I bet. I met him at Fanatics Fest, and I was like,
He did, right?
it's like crazy.
The aura, as the kids
And he's
say,
just so
right?
chill.
Yeah.
Like I'm not the Undertaker.
No,
But,
he's the Undertaker.
yeah, so through video games, and then he told me we could watch it from there. You know, catching it, yeah, here and there. But when I was really like locked in, I'm like 9, 10, 2000, 2001, where I'm watching every week. Yeah, that's when things were getting crazy. I thought the invasion thing was the most important thing in the world. I was like, we could lose. Stone Cold is over there now. You guys aren't understanding me. They take me to my grandma Doris, rest in peace. They took me to her house the night of the pay-per-view. I have to find out what happened on the family computer when I got home.
Oh, wow.
It was the worst, but we prevailed.
Yeah, I know. Well, my dad wasn't about to let us win.
I mean,
Yeah, like who thought WWF was going to lose?
getting stacked. It was getting stacked for third grade Shay. I was like, this is crazy. It's over. It's over.
This is it. And what was your first live event? Do you remember?
First live event was probably, it might have been a Raw. It had to be a Raw or a SmackDown at Staples. But my first.
Not Anaheim.
No. Staples Center. I think my first pay-per-view might have been that pay-per-view, that WrestleMania at Staples. And that, as a kid, you watch WrestleMania, and it's probably weird saying it because of like my position as a kid, but you just think I'm never getting there. It's just a feeling of just like you wish you were there. Now I go to a lot of WrestleManias. And
I know you talk a lot about wrestling, and normally we don't talk a lot about wrestling on this podcast, ironically, but I love hearing your perspective about wrestling and the storytelling and what you relate to and how you understand the emotion of storytelling, and then how that plays into your role as an actor, as a songwriter, as a rapper, as a script writer, because that's what you went to school for originally, right?
Yeah.
And how you truly, and how you talk about it on your podcast, and how you feel and understand what it's really all about. It's a little bit different perspective.
Yeah, because it's, in my younger years, of course, it is just like, this is really going down. They really hate each other. Like
if we're doing it right, that's how you feel.
Exactly.
Yes.
A question I like to ask on the pod is, when did wrestling break your heart? Because everybody remembers, at least as a fan, when it was like, there's no way this is happening this way, And it's that earth-shattering feeling that makes you like, I got to see how we solve this. I have to see how we get out of this. And it keeps you there. And it starts to become Broadway with violence. It starts to like.
We call it aggression.
Yeah. It's like, and so like, the older I got, and now that I'm working in the field of entertainment, I start to get the appreciation because they're doing what I do in my job, but they don't get cuts, they don't get redos, and you got to add to the character every week.
You have to earn it.
Like every week there has to be something different. There's no, seasons in between. Usually when you see a character on the show, I got my arc. That's all I got to worry about. Growth and all that is for the writers to figure out for season 2. But you have to see it happening in real time in wrestling, and they're doing it in front of thousands, in front of millions behind their screens. And you got to tip your cap to that. Plus, I might break a limb.
Yeah.
Like, dude,
You
you're a
can't think
hero.
like that, though.
Yeah. No, there's no
you can't
way
put that
around
in
it.
your
And
head.
it hurts, like, to see somebody, a wrestler that you've, as a fan, you believe.
Yeah.
That connection is made. And, there's fans that go to war for wrestlers online.
Mm-hmm.
Like, they're ready to kill other fans over, their star. And that connection is the best. It's just like, that's gotta be what the pocket, like when I'm acting and I know I'm killing it, like I know I'm in pocket, that is the pocket that I see for wrestling. Is like, we know what we're looking at. We know what we're looking at. But you still broke through to get me to believe and want you to succeed and climb the mountain. Like, dude, that is the gold. And so when it happens for you in your later years, it's a different, special type feeling. The Rock was my hero. He was my hero. I was a shy kid. I was really kept to myself, and I didn't really have the voice that I have now.
And where are you in the lineup of your brothers
I'm
and
the
sisters?
second born.
Okay.
Yeah, number 2's in the house, baby. So, yeah.
I'm a number 2.
Yeah, number 2's
yeah.
awesome.
Also number
Dang.
two.
I like to call my
Thank
older
you.
brother Daryl the rough draft.
That's what I call it.
Yes.
Because Shane would always say, I'm number 1. And I would say, yeah, but you were the rough draft. I was the final copy.
Yeah, they learn. You're the tutorial of the game, and then I'm me. So, it's just The Rock. The Rock taught me to always have something to say. Don't let them back you into a corner where you can't come out on top, and his words, it's just like he was quick as a whip, and you just felt him, you believed. And it's why he always has such a special place just in my heart, because I know what he did for me. And there are things that the superstars don't understand that they're doing for people everywhere.
Yeah.
And some kid somewhere has a story like that about John, about Roman. That's a special thing, and it has to be treated with respect. That, like, you just don't know who you're inspiring on this globe. And then, getting older, Roman Reigns, it just gets no cooler than Roman Reigns.
That's true.
It's just
It's
no
true.
way around it, man. Just like, the Chief is the man. And that was the first time, like, in my adult age where I had, like, I felt like this is my guy.
Yeah.
And so, like, yeah, it's a special feeling. So, like, that, I'll never put it down again. Never.
Now let's do a new segment that we call Burnout Check-In, presented by our partner, Game Day Men's Health. We've been talking about your story, your achievements, and everything you juggle in life, but how do you manage your energy? We talked about coffee. Mm-hmm. What else?
I am a world-class sleeper. I could sleep on the surface of the sun if you needed me to. And being a father just added to that. I was just talking to my Uncle Rob. I think there's a switch or a button that I have that just, like, as soon as I sit down, I'm tired immediately.
Can you knock out, like, fast?
Yeah, I was sleeping
Like
on a car
dreaming?
ride here.
Yeah, no, I mean, I had to train myself how to do that. I can take, like, a 5-minute nap and dream.
Oh, no.
Oh, yeah.
That's a skill.
Well, when you are sleep deprived, I think,
That's true.
you
You have no
kind of
choice.
learn that technique. And does that help you keep your mental and physical stamina where it needs to be?
Absolutely. Naps are real. if you got an hour, get one.
Get one.
Get one. Yeah, you will feel so good. But it is also a slippery slope because if I go past 3 hours, now that's sleep. Now
Yeah.
you're asleep.
No,
bro. It's
yeah,
not a
that's
nap.
way beyond a
yeah,
nap.
and then
Yes.
I'm up the whole night.
Nightly sleep.
Power naps.
All
Power
right,
naps
power
are real.
naps. Power
Yep.
naps are where it's at. Well, Game Day Men's Health believes that burnout is not a badge of honor, it's a signal. Their personalized treatments like testosterone optimization and NAD plus therapy may help men stay focused, energized, and sharp for whatever life throws at them. Learn more at GameDayMen'sHealth.com. And was there ever a moment when you were a kid where you actually were backed into a corner and you finally said something or stood up for yourself? Like, do you remember a moment where The Rock literally did inspire you to do something?
There wasn't, I never got into a lot of physical altercations or anything like that because I was a big kid. You don't really mess with.
Well,
the big
no
kid
one's gonna
around
mess
school.
with your family anyway, yeah.
And around that time, and my older brother goes to this school,
Right?
he'll die.
Come on now. You'll die.
You gotta bet
That's
the
good
under,
you
baby.
weren't like, the shit talker,
No,
right?
no,
Like, you could have
exactly,
been
but, like,
a
if
million
it
different
goes there-
personality types.
Yes. So it was just anytime I feel like somebody is trying to get one over on me, like whether that be, in conversations, sometimes people will take a jab and it's not like a noticeable one, but like that for sure was a dig. I start to hear my mom. I start to hear my mom, don't let them get away with that. And then that's when The Rock kicks in. I gotta
I
let
love
you
it.
know that, like,
I love it.
I heard what you said,
Right.
and we in a business situation, so I'm not gonna react. But like, you ain't get that one. So I he taught me to tag people back.
Yeah.
You got to tag people back.
And
I'm
do
still
you
a
tag them
professional.
back in the same sort of subtle way?
yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Oh, yeah.
Okay. So it's not like in your face.
Yeah, so let them know
It's just
same,
like,
same.
No, yeah, no, I heard what you said. And,
Yeah, exactly.
and then you keep going.
That's
but
The Rock.
Let's go back to your mom.
Yeah.
Okay. So how many times have you learned this lesson with your mom? Don't let them get away with that.
Yeah,
I
don't
love
let me-
that.
Because I was being, I don't know if it was because it was number two, but I'm referred to as a lap baby. Now, when you're the lap baby, you're on your mother's lap. Now, if you're on your mother's lap, you hear
Everything.
everything your mom said under her breath about whoever walked in that room. So, like, the lap baby knows a lot. The lap baby knows
If
who
the
to
lap
be
baby's
wary of.
listening.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So I was the lap baby. So anytime, like, I get most of my, are they disrespecting me? From my mom. Because it's like, it is, number one, when you're the wife of a celebrity, my mom isn't out, online and doing all that. She's really kept to herself. And so she notices people doing things subtly, How do you introduce yourself when you greet her? Do you even acknowledge her
Right, when you
they
walk
see
in
my
the room,
dad?
yeah.
Like, so it's these little things that she doesn't react to, but she loads it up, keeps it in her ammo for when she need it. And I learned that from her, but I'm just very loud sometimes. I'm my father's son. I can't let people get away with stuff.
Yeah. You got to have a story.
Yeah, I mean,
On this.
Not necessarily a particular incident, but there's been times. I mean, when I filmed Straight Outta Compton, I swore the director didn't like me.
Really?
Yeah, because I'm noticing how he reacts to others.
It's not the same.
It's not the
Yeah.
same to me.
Yeah.
And
It's just a feel.
yeah,
Right.
it's just like a vibe of just like, hey, something that you don't need, but you're waiting for it. But at that time, I needed it.
Yeah.
It was my first film.
Sure.
I'm
Well, you
scared
want them to
death.
support you.
Yeah, give me some pats on the
And
back.
you had to fight
Right.
2 years to get the role.
I had to audition for 2 years.
Crazy.
And it kind of seems like a no-brainer to me.
I mean, at the time, I couldn't. I was just a guy off the couch, so like, Universal Studios is not giving you the keys to nothing. You
Yeah.
know, so I had to go through it. I remember my dad asking me. I didn't even think he was asking me to be in the movie at first. I just thought he was telling me.
Right.
You know, I'm downstairs. I'm in college, my second year of college. I'm downstairs in the kitchen eating cereal, as one does.
Wait, what cereal?
Cinnamon Toast Crunch.
Oh.
It's a taste that you can see.
Okay.
It's not a paid ad.
It
I just
should
love
be.
Cinnamon Toast Crunch. You can send me some though.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But so yeah, I'm eating cereal and my dad's like, you know, they're taking this NWA movie serious. Oh man, that's good, Dad.
That's cool.
Yeah, that's hot.
That's great.
We in there. He was like, no, in a perfect world, I would want you to play me.
Oh, wow.
I said, oh wow, Stephanie McMahon. I was like, wow, okay. Okay. And he was like, yeah. And I was like, yeah, I'll do it. And little does he know everything that I thought in those 2 seconds of like, I hadn't seen, no disrespect, I hadn't seen the movies that were like rap biopics weren't the best. You know, I was like, this has a chance of being bad. And then like, you know, I'm getting clowned for that. Or if I like try to get the role and I don't get it, I'm gonna get clowned for that. Or, you know, I take it and then fail and I'm bad in the movie and the movie's actually good, then I'm gonna get, you know, destroyed in that. So my only option is to do good.
That's right. That's
Like, my
right. You
only
didn't have
option.
any other choice.
Yeah, like it has to be good. There's no choice. And he's never asked me to do anything.
But yeah, what an honor,
Yeah.
right? To play him.
Yeah, but that didn't hit me until like it was like, oh my God, like
Right.
what did we say yes to? Because my dad's only asked me to take out the trash, you know, make sure my grades are good.
Dads
There was
do.
nothing like, you know. So this is him telling me, you know, I need you. So I was like, all right, yeah,
Wow.
let's do it. Let's knock it out. And then he was like, yeah, you're gonna have to audition. I was like, please make me audition. And from there,
But what a great mentality, though, that you wanted to audition, that you wanted to earn it. You know, like that's very intelligent and mature.
it's because number one, if I'm bad, that's my excuse. I tried.
Yeah. No excuse.
I know they killed Francis Ford Coppola's daughter for Godfather 3.
Oh, I know.
And I did not want to have that for me. I was just like, no, dude, I have to make sure you give me all the practice that you can. Please, I don't need that mark on my legacy. And after a while, you know, you're auditioning and the director, Gary Gray, he saw something. He was like, I'm going to hook you up with a guy, Aaron Spicer, who's my sensei, also Susan Batson from New York. But Aaron is my main guy. He hooked me up with Aaron. I'm there every week working on this. And 6 months go by, nothing. Another 6 months, nothing. And then so like this thing happens for 2 years to the point where Aaron is like, bro, we've been through this movie backwards and forwards. Like,
Right.
it's either you got it or you don't got it. And I was in college in my second year. I left school to pursue this. And then it took me 2 years to get it. So now I'm at home watching all my friends graduate without me on Instagram.
And nothing's happened yet.
Nothing's happening. They're all, oh, what's going on with the movie? I got nothing to tell them. And so like now I'm getting scared. Like now there's like real fear setting in. And on top of that, I got my cousins like, man, you got to get this done. My siblings, like there's now pressure on. This is like, if I don't get this, I don't know where to go next.
Yeah.
I left, when you go to USC in the School of Cinematic Arts, that's a 4-year program.
Yeah.
You're not just leaving and then just coming back in the middle of your second year and finishing. Like you're gonna have to like do a whole dance. So I had no direction. I was scared to death. And so that little bit of fear is like the fire I needed to make sure nothing is going to stop me from getting this because we have no other option.
Yeah.
Yeah, and
And
we
so
finally-
how did you get it done?
Yeah.
I mean, I found out my dad called me one day and was like, I need you to come back to the house. Now I'm scared to death because I'm
Right.
like, what did I do?
wanted you to
Like,
take
my
out the
that's
God,
not a good call,
like,
yeah.
What? So now I am stressed on the 101. trying to
In
think
traffic,
of
no doubt.
anything
Yeah.
I could do. Like, what did I do? Like, what is he calling about? He couldn't even
I screwed up.
Yeah, just cuss me
Yeah.
out in the car. Like, don't make me drive all the way home.
This is a
So-
face-to-face conversation. Yeah.
So now I'm like, God, this is deep. And I go into the house, I walk up the stairs, and he's just in the kitchen smiling and shit.
Oh,
Just-
that's a good sign.
Yeah, so
That's
you
a
did
good
it.
sign. Oh,
And so and we hug it out, and now it's like now the real work starts. And first of all, my first day at work on Straight Outta Compton, somebody got shot. And I was like, oh, yeah, this is it for me. I'm doing it. And it was like, this is acting. But he got shot at the police station, which is a weird place to get shot.
Yeah.
Not by the police. Wouldn't you believe it?
no.
Yeah.
What happened?
I couldn't tell you. I'm just an actress. I hit those steps and they were like, Shay, hang back for a second. That's all I
Just
need.
hold, please.
So that was first day. But from there,
You're like, great.
Can only go up.
this is it.
Can't get worse.
Because we're all on location, like in the shits. And
It's an awesome movie, by the way.
I mean, I love it.
I mean,
I still get
it is.
weird about watching it because of just like the fear that I know is in my body during the scenes. I wish I could do things like I'm just tweaking
sure,
myself
yeah.
the entire time.
Yeah, hindsight.
But it's still my favorite.
I felt like I was watching your dad.
That's a good sign.
Like it really. That's
the point.
that's the best, accolade I think I could give. Like that, you were so good, and that movie's
locked
so
in.
good. I love that movie.
Yeah, and so I'm going through these scenes and I'm feeling like I'm getting my feet wet, feeling comfortable. I think when I was my most comfortable was our first concert scene, which is in Skateland, because that was my job before I was an actor. It was
Right.
going on the road with my dad. Like, I know this part.
Right.
This is easy. They were like, yeah, we're gonna have like 1,100. Not in that Skateland scene, in the Joe Louis scene. They were like, yeah, there's 1,100 extras. I was like, 1,100. Bro, that's nothing. Like, we can knock that out. That's easy. But yeah, that Skateland scene, Gary Gray, the director, let me improv. He let me do my thing, and they kept it in the film. And that's when I felt most in pocket. But I'm seeing all the other guys get like, put a star next to that one,
Right?
pass on the back, like arm around it. And I'm like, where's that for me? And in my mind, Gary Gray, sorry for putting you on blast, but Gary had Friday, which was his first movie.
Also a great movie.
So this
Also a
is
great
my
movie.
first movie.
Yeah.
So I'm thinking we go have this kumbaya full circle moment. And I never got that. And so, it was bothering me. And so I started to hear my mom.
There you
I
go.
started to hear my mom, but then I talked to my man, Jason Mitchell, who played Eazy-E. And I was like, man, I don't think Gary liked me. He's like, what are you talking about? I was like, nobody else. Like, he goes up to you guys. He like talks to you guys. And I don't feel
Gives
like
you
he
feedback.
talks to me. Yeah, I
Yeah.
don't feel like he talks to me. He goes, dude, you're playing your dad. What the hell is Gary going to tell you?
Yeah. That's not what he would do.
Right. So I pulled it back, but I was getting real close to being Gary. It was real close, bro. But
Wasn't-
yeah, that was the time I had to pull the reins back a little bit.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a scene? I think I heard you talk about it somewhere where like they changed. It was in The Office.
Oh
Right?
yeah,
They like changed the script on you, and
Yeah.
you had to go ask.
yeah. I had to put my my film student hat on
That's
because we get the script and we have like a cast. Like we're just a table read.
Right,
we're having
right.
a table read with the cast, and we're going through the script. Now I know this script. I've been auditioning
Yeah,
with
but you
this
got
script
for
for
2 years.
Yeah, I know this script, bro. And there's a major part missing out of the script, and I didn't act up in the moment. I just kept the ammunition for later. And yeah, my office scene where I destroy the office
good.
was completely omitted from the movie.
Really?
Yeah. And if you take that part out the movie, I'm basically gone until I run into Easy in the club. And
Right.
that one time I got jumped in the airport. But like the convention. And so I'm like, now I'm thinking like, why would they do it? Why would they take that out? And so like, then I hear my mom they don't think you could do it. That's right. They don't think I can do it. Okay. I'm not gonna go in and complain. I'm gonna show them why this direction is the better direction. So I put on my film student hat, wrote out an email, still saved it because it was a good ass email. And,
Now you can have AI write
I
it.
was just gonna say pre-chat GPT.
So I wrote it, talked about my character arc, talked about, just the weight of the film and like how things shift after we split, and how them just showing me being successful after I leave the group isn't what happened, and it takes away a lot of weight to my character. And it this is my favorite. It's the reason why my dad is known for his scowl.
Ooh.
And they were like, you're absolutely right. So it got added back in, and that's my most important scene.
Yeah.
And Gary on the day, this is another time I thought he was digging at me, but he was like, all right, man, you got your scene. You got 2 takes.
Because you're destroying everything.
Yeah, I know,
Yeah.
but in
Yeah.
my mind at the time, I'm not thinking of we only got doubles of all the stuff
Right.
you got to break. I'm thinking you're only giving me 2 takes because I wanted the scene back. So I thought he was taking another shot. But he
We
wasn't.
get 1 take, by the
Yeah,
way.
exactly. It's messing up the props,
But it's
bro.
so fun to destroy shit like that, isn't it?
Yeah. Oh, I went to a rage room.
Yeah,
one
oh,
time.
yeah.
Oh, I needed that. Oh, I needed that. That poor car. Yeah, man. And all we did was play entrance music. The entire time, man. That was the best. In Virginia. Shout out to
Wow.
whoever
What
they
led
are.
to that?
I was working on a show in Virginia by the name of Swagger, and it's a very wholesome basketball show, and where everything looks like it's just great, and it was just not.
Not great.
It was very hard to make, especially during COVID. And so, there's not a lot of activities you can do, but a rage room was one of
You
those
can.
activities.
Yeah.
You're supposed to destroy everything. You're not touching that stuff.
Right.
Put some gloves on, knock it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yep, sledgehammer.
Safety glass? Do
Oh,
you- like,
all
everything.
That,
Yeah.
all of that.
Yeah.
And we had it in the grooves of my shoe. Was like scraping it on the concrete.
yeah.
It was rough.
I want to do this.
I know. It does
You
sound
need a
fun.
rage room.
Yeah.
Oh, you don't know you need it until
Oh, no.
after you're done.
I know we need it.
We sometimes learn on the fly
Yeah.
about how when you hit certain things like glass and how it explodes, and we don't have safety gear on,
Right.
and how to avoid said
Yeah.
shattering
Shatter.
glass.
Yeah, keep them closed.
Yeah.
Keep
Yeah,
'em
I threw a
closed.
Molotov cocktail in a Run DMC video. It was pretty cool.
That's hard.
All right. End it right
the
there.
best.
No, it was fun. Yeah,
Yeah.
that was really fun. I was scared to death. I'm like, oh my God, I'm going to
Yeah,
burn
like
myself.
real fire.
Yeah.
Yeah.
What if I don't throw it right?
Right.
Yeah.
No, that's real because the dude, and you can see it in the movie, dude like blows himself up straight
Yeah.
out of Compton.
Yeah.
Because the fuse, it's always when they're like, one more.
Just
one more? Gotta be the most
Yeah.
dangerous word in entertainment. Dude. Just one more. One more
Let's
for
just
safety.
try it one more time.
One more for safety. And it's you risking your life.
Sure.
You
It's no
know?
problem.
Yeah, and that man threw that in there, and I was like, man, that blew up kind of quick. I'm supposed to drive past him before it happens, and I feel in danger. And yeah, and another dude in the lowrider scenes, his car blew up. That was real. That's got to suck.
Yeah.
But you're in straight out of Compton forever.
Yeah. That's true.
Can't be mad.
Hey, see, there's always an upside. Silver lining.
Yeah.
I remember one time when my dad came to me, it was like the only time my dad came to me in this way.
Yeah.
And he had torn both his quads. So it was at that Royal Rumble.
Yeah.
And
Furious.
then the next night was supposed to be, and was, the first ever Super Show, which is where we recorded Raw and SmackDown together, because then we were going to Japan to do TVs from Japan.
Yeah.
And he tears his quads, and now it's up to me.
Okay.
So it's my responsibility. And we do the Super Show. He shows up in like a wheelchair. He's trying to get around. I mean, he did not want to let it go. This
Yeah.
was not a good thing.
Right.
And now here we are, and we're on the plane ride. We go to Japan. I'm on the phone with him in the morning. He's like about to have surgery, or he just had surgery, and I'm going to take him through the shows because he's like, he's very control. This is his show. And he goes, Steph, yes, sir. I don't give a fuck.
Damn right.
And I was like,
Yeah.
okay, well, don't worry. We've got it. I've got your team. We're going to, we'll handle this. No problem. And let me tell you, it was a disaster of things to happen. I mean, not only does a lot of people not speak the language, right? Like the crew doesn't speak the language. So we're trying to explain shots and how we want to lay them out. I go to Kevin Dunn to ask for help for something in the production truck. The door opens, smoke is billowing out like cigarette smoke, which clearly doesn't happen here.
Yeah.
And I'm like, oh, he's got his hands full, and I can just hear things going on in
Seems
there.
stressed.
Yeah, and then some other things happened with some of the talent. And what qualifications do I have to be
my
handling
goodness.
all of this scenario? But it is an incredible team, and we made it happen.
We did it.
Yeah.
I love that both of our dads are known for their temper. That's awesome. I mean, your dad just being so angry that
So
my
mad.
quads shoot off my body. It's crazy.
I know,
Epic.
right? Just crazy.
That's mad.
Yeah, that's very angry.
My
very,
dad
very
canceled
angry.
Christmas one time, but like, and the reason the reason why, oh, he's gonna kill me. But the reason why is because he had bought this Christmas tree that comes with the lights already on it.
Yeah.
But you needed a remote to turn the lights on.
Okay.
He could not find this remote. Okay. And this was like, I pull up to the house and I see my mother and my sister in the kitchen. This, by the way, I'm like, if not in, close to my 30s. This is recent.
This is not a long time ago.
Yeah, no,
Okay.
this is recent. And so all I hear from the den is the world is going to hell in a handbasket.
Oh,
I'm like, wow, this is Christmas.
Something's happening.
Like,
Merry
what did y'all
Christmas.
do? What happened? Can't find the remote. And because he couldn't find, actually, no, same night, my sister ends up finding the remote.
Oh.
And he makes us all thank my sister for saving Christmas. And he got
you're
the remote.
not telling a piece of the story.
No, everything is right. Everything is right. Everything worked out, lights on, all of that. The next year, threw the tree away. Threw the tree away. Christmas is over. Just like that. Yeah, every tree that's been like the family tree, I got because I want my daughter to see a tree.
Yeah.
He could care less.
No?
No, trees, out of there. Out of there. Not him.
No
Cancel
good.
Christmas.
But there was no physical destruction of the tree.
No.
See,
no.
that's.
I thought it was
I
going
feel
there.
like that would have happened.
Quads shooting off the body was always going to win the story. That's like an iconic moment. Why is
yeah.
he sitting?
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I know. And he still gets
Yelling.
on the apron
He's
and
still
he's
about to
still
get it.
going. I mean, it's crazy.
Because he was running or angrily
Gotta get that
walking
power walk.
so hard.
Yeah, he had
No
the power.
chance.
I mean, and he
Down
was
there.
legit
Yep.
hot that things didn't happen the way they were supposed to happen that night.
Freak accident
Yeah,
live.
yeah, yeah.
And just sat
Couldn't
there
even like
still.
do it.
No, but the way things happened in the match wasn't supposed to. He was never supposed to go out there.
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
And so he had to go out there because he was trying to correct things. And winds up,
Wow.
yeah.
So he's
I mean,
even angrier.
yeah. And now he can't stand for some reason.
Yeah.
And he can't figure that out. So he was hopping around on his
Can't
butt.
even
Yeah.
That's
fathom.
crazy.
It was crazy, so
That's
mad.
wild.
Hopefully you guys edit that footage in because he is like
Furious.
furious.
Smoke
yeah.
out the ears.
Yeah. Don't want to be around my dad when he's mad.
Yeah. You don't want
Yeah.
to be around my dad when the Raiders lose.
Uh-oh.
Even though he's become very numb to it. Really? Yeah, they lose a lot. He's gonna love that.
Yeah.
You're like, I told him they canceled Christmas.
Yeah, and the Raiders.
And the
beat
Raiders.
It happens.
do you
Sports
want?
families, like we take our sports like to heart.
Yes.
And so like when the Lakers are good, we're good.
Yeah.
When Lakers are tripping, it's like a dark cloud over Laker games and all type
Ooh,
of sporting
yeah,
events.
ooh.
And I was in the Great Western Forum, not before Staples, in Staples, and like now Intuit Dome, which just doesn't sound as good. But Staples
Staples.
Center, that's where we got most of our chips. And so, yeah, my dad takes the Raiders to heart. I'm a Rams fan, LA.
Yep.
I don't cheer for Las Vegas. So, like, yeah. LA
You also
Rams
don't
all
cheer
day.
for Boston.
That's where I was going to go next.
She's a big Boston.
Yeah?
fan.
Damn. I'm going to have to get some Purell. I shook your hand. that's wild. You got to lead with that.
I actually was like, I'm afraid to, because I've heard what he said.
is wild.
I think you said the best part of Godzilla was when they ruined Boston.
Yeah, we get
Yeah.
to destroy
He's like,
Boston.
yeah.
A giant golden Laker gold dragon destroys Boston, and we do nothing about it. It's my favorite part of that movie. Yeah, it's the best. Get to destroy Fenway Park. I'm all in there.
The
kicking
Green
dirt.
Monster?
Yeah, get him down.
Come on.
Get him down. No, go Dodgers. Go Dodgers. But yeah, Boston. That's terrible.
That's where I was born.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
mean, it's not your choice.
But does it change your opinion on Stephanie McMahon if you know that she's also a Patriot?
I am actually a Patriots fan.
I mean,
Although I'm also many teams fan. Anywhere we go for WrestleMania, I kind of take on that
right,
team,
yeah.
you know.
What Cody going full Philadelphia Eagles?
I know.
I get it. The Falcons are terrible, but like,
He had no
man,
choice.
Yeah, that yeah, I don't like that. I
Yeah.
don't like that, Rhodes.
Yeah.
Oh,
You gonna take it up with him?
yeah.
I mean, you should.
I mean, he's my guy. but
He
like,
is your
that's
guy.
wild.
He is your guy.
It's wild.
A fellow Nepo baby.
Oh,
Right?
dang.
Which, by the
dang.
way, this is a Fanatics podcast, right? And so I think you, me, and Cody,
Yeah.
and maybe others, that we should have a Nepo baby merch line.
I'm
Right?
so down.
And I think this is like a really good
You
thing,
know, they keep trying
Right?
to turn Nepo Baby into a slur.
right? They
Let
make
me
it a
tell you.
negative thing.
Nepo Baby's up by $1 billion. I don't know what to tell you, bro. It's I suggest it for everybody.
Damn.
Yeah, man, it's great.
Can we wear the merch if we are not Nepo babies?
Oh, absolutely.
Support.
Okay.
Yes.
we,
Great.
we know
For
who
sure.
our allies are.
Yeah. No.
Yeah,
Big fan.
exactly. Exactly.
Big fan.
Exactly.
And then I think the first line would be called undeniable.
Yes,
Right?
that's what you have to be.
That's right. So
Have
tell
to
me
be
about your
undeniable.
philosophy on that.
Yeah, because man, undeniable. You crack through the haters. Like you've cracked through like a layer of people that there are some people who are going to be naturally happy for you. You know, that they might not have they might not have grown up with you. You know, they're just like random people who, when you succeed, they're really happy for you. They're the best.
Yeah.
You know, they're the best.
We like them.
Then there are the people who are skeptical of you, you know, until they meet you. You know, one of my favorite lines people tell me is, you know, I thought you were going to be an asshole. Like, what? Hold on. There's a lot to unpack there. Why? And, you know, there's people who, there's just people who, like, no matter what, they're going to give you that hard time.
Yeah.
No matter, like, they find out a little thing, they'll use that as the excuse for an underlining real reason of why they just don't rock with you.
Mm-hmm.
And you're not going to change them people.
No.
So when it's time to be an asshole, I do it for them. I do
like
it
that.
because I'm a man of the people. And I will give the people what they want. If you want me to be an asshole, I will be your asshole. You got it.
I will be your
Your
asshole.
asshole.
I mean, that is the line.
And so
Even if you're from
that's when
Boston.
the heel kicks in.
Yes.
And you know, to be undeniable means you do something so amazing or whatever, just so impactful that even those people have to like
Give you a
"All
little
right,
respect.
You got that one.
Yeah.
I'll give you that one.
Yeah.
And that is the best feeling when I know I killed it. I know I killed it. And I did it for you. So you can have that moment. So the next person that you have this, I'm not gonna give them an inch. I'm not gonna applaud any of their accomplishments. The next time you feel that, remember this time. Remember this time when you felt that for me. And I know that a lot of people who are those type of people, they just don't know you.
Sure.
And it's not their fault. They just don't know you. They have these assumptions, and it takes a lot for somebody to see that their assumption was wrong. And even more for them to admit that they were wrong. But we don't have the story that people root for.
No.
You know, they don't care. In fact, it's more interesting to them when somebody of second generation or third generation fails.
Yes.
That's more newsworthy for them because
Unfortunately, that is the state of the world with everybody, right?
everything in negativity,
Yeah.
it's the views. Negativity gets the retweets,
It's the worst.
gets the comments. And when you're of second generation, every single one of your accomplishments in
Has
the
an
public eye,
asterisk. Yeah.
diminished. Like
Yeah.
I had a choice because I won the baby lottery. I'm supposed to like
Right.
feel bad or like I don't work hard, you know? I don't work hard, or I don't bust my ass, or I don't sacrifice. And there might be things that you have had to that I maybe didn't have to, but there's still sacrifice in there. And only when you have conversations or get to know somebody will you see what I'm talking about. And even still, so, you know, it's hard to get into a space where I feel comfortable speaking on hardships and like that because it's going to be 1,000 comments of
Yep.
shut your rich ass up. Who cares? Like, I don't feel pain because my dad had money when I was growing up. And so you have to build that bit of a, to quote Vince McMahon, I don't give a fuck.
Yeah.
You know, you have to have
Thick
that
skin.
because you have to keep going forward until you do something that is undeniable. That's historic. That's when stuff is just like, if they say if you could bottle it up and sell it, like undeniable is what everyone should set out to be because that's when I leave.
It's like your mantra.
Yeah, because
Yeah,
when
be
I
undeniable.
when I leave, I might not leave, you know, I don't know what's planned out for me. But if I don't have a career full of awards and all that, at least when I go out, I need people to say he was a bad motherfucker. If I get that, I'll be happy.
Yeah.
Undeniable.
That's a good one. Bad motherfucker.
Bad
I love
motherfucker
that.
right there.
Yeah.
I feel like you
Bad
guys
O'Shea
are-
Jackson
Shut
Jr.
your mouth.
Bad motherfucker right there. Yeah, that's all I need.
This message is sponsored by Raycon. And I have to tell you, I've been using Raycon's Everyday Earbuds Classics, and they're amazing. Super clear sound and easy to wear all day for music, podcasts, or calls.
The Everyday Earbuds Classic are loaded with upgrades perfect for tackling your 2026 goals. Active noise cancellation, multi-point connectivity, so you can pair with 2 devices at once, and an ergonomic fit that stays put no matter what you're doing. Start the year off with a new look with Blush Violet or Cool Mint. It feels less like just earbuds and more like an accessory that matches me for the new year.
I love them because they charge quick. 10 minutes gives you 90 minutes of playtime. There's up to 32 hours of battery life with the case.
And awareness mode is perfect for when I'm running errands, so I stay tuned into what's happening around me without missing a beat. Plus, over 3 million customers already love Raycons, and they come with a 30-day happiness guarantee. So if you don't love them, returns are easy, so you have nothing to lose.
The Everyday Earbuds Classics are here to help you crush your New Year goals. Raycon audio products are having a site-wide sale this January. Go to buyraycon.com/WYS to get 20% off everything. That's buyraycon, RAYCON.com/WYS. Thanks to Raycon for sponsoring. So why do you think wrestling does not win awards? Why am I watching the Golden Globes and clips from the Golden Globes and I see Olandria, who's beautiful and wonderful, but she's on a reality show, and here's WWE, and we've been doing it, by the way, live, basically live movies
One take.
every single week.
Right.
Yeah, one take, but it has acting, it has drama, it has athleticism, it has everything in it. Why is WWE not acknowledged by the award, community? And does it really matter?
I mean, it would be nice. Like, you always hear a lot of people, talk about those awards and how it's politics and all of that. And It is.
Sure.
You know, straight out of Compton, I knew for sure we're going to the academy. Like, are you joking? And you know, it just so happens that the year that everyone thinks Straight Outta Compton, Creed, and Concussion, the Will Smith movie, are, you know, going to get some buzz during award season. The Oscars chose to do only 7 movies this year. So it's like, oh, there's 3 spots missing, and they think that these 3 are supposed to be in. And no, we're just going to do 7. Then Straight Outta Compton gets nominated for Best Original Screenplay. It's based on a true story. Who does that go to? God? Like, what are you talking about? What do you mean? And so, like, it that bothered me, and that chip was on my shoulder for a long time. But I think when it comes to wrestling, the right person hasn't gone to the show yet. I took my Uncle Rob, who's here. I took him to, I think was his first live event, or his first live event since he was younger, something like that. He be talking sometimes. But so he goes to the Netflix premiere, you know, Raw moving to Netflix
Last year.
and and he saw all the moving pieces and things that go into the show, and he got a different appreciation than you're not going to see when you're at home or when you're looking at clips or whatever. You have to go, and the right person who's in charge of who gets a say and what just hasn't been backstage, hasn't seen the moving pieces. I mean, if you're not going to give them, you know, if you guys aren't going for Emmys and Golden Globes, at least a Tony. You know, it's a live performance, bro. Like, it's a live performance, dude. And so, yeah, I just think the right person doesn't know what it is. And so they just look at it and, you know, it's to the side.
Yeah, I mean, even from a production standpoint, even the things that you don't see.
They're moving pieces like a NASCAR team.
Yeah. And every single week, there's no week off.
Right.
And we go
There's
all around the
no
world.
week off.
Yep, no off season.
Which is why I chose to do the No Contest Wrestling podcast.
Yes.
Because
there's always material.
because actors went on strike. I wasn't really sure what it was about. Nobody called me to ask me if I wanted to go on strike. They just turned my income off for 7 months. And I'm like, dude, an argument that 2 people have in a room I'm not in can stop my income for 7 months.
Yeah.
Like it didn't feel as comfortable as it did in prior years because of, you know, it's a wild time with AI and all these other things that have gone into the entertainment business, music side as well. But yeah, I didn't like that. It was scary, you know? So I needed something else. And the one thing about wrestling gonna wrestle. You know, they don't let nothing stop it. They wrestle through the pandemic.
That's right.
Like,
with no audience.
Yeah, like we don't care. Put some lights on.
Everybody's zooming in from home.
Yeah.
It was a wild
We
time.
didn't know if they was real people. We didn't know if it was just GIFs y'all just had on loop. We didn't care, man. Just put the wrestling in front of us. And so I knew I can always depend on it. And so it was like, I'm already on Twitter talking shit for free.
Right. Might as well make a show out of
A
it.
little something.
Yeah.
Yeah. No contest.
It's fun. So it's been a year, right?
Yeah. It was a year in October.
And how does it feel?
It feels good.
And how's it performing? Like, what have you learned?
It definitely.
Because we're pretty new.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was in the beginning. I look at like old episodes, and I didn't know how to just ask a question. You know, simple thing that you think is like you can't be weird looking while you do it. I stopped my fidgeting. I used to be like
all the time
on camera, just
See
dancing.
me
You know,
and switching my legs this whole time.
I had a huge problem in the early episodes of saying obviously. I said obviously like
30 times.
30 times an episode. And it's
See where you think that's the name of the podcast.
Yeah, obviously.
Yeah. We're going to start saying it. Watch.
Yeah,
I know.
obviously it's coming up.
Damn it.
But the speed in which everything happened was it's still crazy to me. The first episode was I knew it was important. You know, it was something that we needed to come out the gate with like just an uppercut, you know? So I pulled out the black book and I was like, Phil Brooks,
Please.
pal, friend of mine, please. All right, you're going to be in LA. It's kind of perfect timing. Yeah. We're like, I'll come talk to you. He talked to me for 2 hours. We had to break it up into 2 episodes. But that put us on notice immediately.
Yeah.
You know? It's still our most banging episode, except there is one with, I talked to Roman for 6 minutes, and that thing's doing numbers.
Really?
6 minutes.
Yeah.
Damn.
But yeah, I've been able to have
What
conversations.
did you talk to Roman about in 6 minutes?
Man, nothing. Nothing like interesting. Like,
Obviously.
yeah, it didn't. We couldn't get like what you wanted.
Right?
Yeah,
Because it's only 6 minutes.
6 minutes.
I got
Rumble.
him for a full podcast.
Yeah, see?
And a part 2.
Talking about.
Just saying.
Trying to get deep, man. Oh man, but so from there, we had Punk, and then it's asking favors. Rich Eisen, who made the show happen. Rich Eisen has been such a major
And how did
part
you
of my
get
life.
connected to him?
Being a guest.
Yeah.
I was just being a guest on his show. In the beginning, it was, the normal, here to promote a movie, blah, 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 say some jokes, shake some hands, kiss some babies, and get out of there, And then I started to go really aggressive with my sports takes, and he liked that a lot. You see, I am the Laker fan I have been waiting for my whole life. Because when I was younger and I would watch Laker fans go on these sports shows and they try to be cordial and they try to, just be like a regular sports fan. Not me.
No.
No. I am a Los Angeles Laker. I am the logo of the league. All right. And they will
You're going to
respect
get into it.
Yeah, exactly. Shout out to the Clippers because they can't get anybody into it. But
Oh, damn.
So I am a Laker fan. So my aggressive Lakerdom, I started to be able to get on the show a lot more frequently. And he was coming up with his podcast network. He really wanted to get into the wrestling space. And one of his co-hosts, TJ Jefferson, who's my co-host now, they were looking for somebody to partner up with him for the pod. My man TJ was like, you need O'Shea. I was like, yeah, we shouldn't like try to get a wrestler.
But I thought he was a Lakers fan.
No, TJ's a Clippers fan. Which is
So you guys just go at it.
That's gross,
Yeah,
right?
That's pretty bad.
That's great.
Yeah. First of all, I'm about to put you on blast, TJ, but you my dog, tag team partner. He's from Altoona, Pennsylvania. Shout out Altoona. But he's a Dallas Cowboy fan, a New York Met fan, a Los Angeles Clipper, and a sometime 76er. And that's just the saddest sports life you could ask for, right? Oh, God. Like, how angry do you have to be as a guy?
Just throw in the Jets.
Just misery. He just loves the road less track. And I love his
And
heart.
just wait, he's gonna hit. It'll happen.
We won't be here to see
Statistically, it
it.
has to happen.
I don't know if you know what's going on with the Mets.
I don't mean right now. I don't mean right now.
Yeah, it's rough
closest.
for TJ, but he's got heart, he's got spirit. The kid's got moxie.
Yeah.
you know?
Yeah.
But he was the one that suggested me to Rich and got me in there. So like that's always gonna be my guy. He keeps telling me, he was like, I know one day you're gonna super kick me through a barbershop window. No, I'm
You're gonna
not.
turn on him.
Yeah, no,
Yeah.
I can't. That's my boy, man. That's my boy for life. And we sat out to we didn't want to be the show that has the gotcha moments. We're not here to be
It's
Barbara Walters.
same with us. Yeah.
we just want to kick it.
Yeah.
Podcasts are supposed to be that.
Yeah.
Just
conversation.
You're kicking it. Yeah. We're supposed to be in the car with you, or with you at the gym, whatever.
Right.
Just talking. And I think the superstars appreciate that. And I let them know, before the camera started rolling, like, bro, I'm gonna tell you right now because I've been on the other side, getting interviewed. Don't trip. Don't trip. We're gonna take care of you. We're about to throw you alley-oops for like an hour. You're about to be straight.
Just knock them out of the park.
Yeah, that's all you got to do. And, we take our deep dive with our research. I told Nia Jax her Starbucks order. I can't remember it off the top of my head. But yeah, we look at old footage, old interviews, and we try to have these cool moments with these superstars. Mark Henry helped us out early on, who I love to death. Also gave me a nice shout out on Taker's podcast. Shout out Mark Henry. Mark Henry. And then after we got Mark, a conversation happened somewhere where WWE started to be like, all right, we'll send you people. And then from there, it just started getting a mind of its own. Rumble 2K invited us out there to kind of promote the game. I'm a gamer, so I was losing my mind. Like, so you're telling me you're going to fly me out to watch the Royal Rumble and play video games while I get to meet and talk to wrestlers? Stop it. Come on.
What's
baby.
my life right now?
Like, what's happening right now? The simulation is going amazing.
It's working for you.
It's working. And so it's been a real dream come true. I've gotten to talk to a lot of people. We actually, I don't know when this airs, but whatever. Today we just dropped the episode with the Hardys. Got to interview the Hardys. And that we tripped out about that. I told them that they have to be. We interviewed X-Pac. We told X-Pac that he is probably the guy who's gotten the most kids suspended from school, detention.
For sure. Yeah.
The Hardys have to have the record for like most punishments at home.
Hospital,
like
say
furniture
maybe
broke.
most injuries.
Yeah, like for sure. Like, why does your brother look like this now? Like that has to. The Hardys have to be kings.
Why
of
is
that.
the ladder in the living room?
Yeah, right. Why is the ladder wobbly? Got rough in here, Dad. But I'm IC champ, so we're fine.
You just reminded me when my brother made me jump off the ladder on the trampoline and I broke my nose. Yeah.
Oh,
one.
my God,
It's a good one.
So much trouble.
Well, and our
On
trampoline
the
was the old
trampoline?
school trampoline. Yeah. Well, I kind of fell. Obviously, I didn't land
Kind of fell. She
properly.
didn't fully fall.
Well, I didn't fall properly.
Okay.
Yeah.
Fair.
That's better said.
Yeah.
But there were no nets then around the trampolines. It was a rectangle. You had holes
off
cut
of it.
out in the corner.
Rectangle
Yeah,
is
so you guys
wild.
are you're a little young for the old
I only
school.
had like the
1991
little
took
one
forever.
that you.
No, our trampolines, you jumped on, you could actually, the springs can fly off. Like,
Oh my
they were-
God.
yeah, no, it was totally dangerous. I broke my ankle being Jimmy Superfly Snuka and then broke my nose off the ladder. Shane never broke anything because he always fell properly.
Yeah.
But yeah,
Hey,
not
my
me.
man had-
Not me.
He had the family quad injury at 39.
He did.
That was wild
He did.
too. I was like,
Yeah.
why is Snoop
I
fighting
know.
him now?
I know. And then we're calling all that. Like my husband's calling all that
Yeah.
stuff. It's crazy. I know. Yeah.
Poor
Love
Snoop.
39.
No, Snoop was so psyched. And Snoop was so cool. He
Yeah.
didn't get rattled. He just did his stuff. I don't think
Standard.
does he ever get rattled?
Right.
I've never, not that I'm on the inside or anything, but I've never seen him
No.
ever lose his
What
cool.
does Snoop yelling sound like?
Right, that's what I mean.
It's crazy.
Somebody's got to know.
Yeah, somebody. I can get his son's number.
Maybe I was gonna
He
say
has
maybe a
office
son.
scene
Yes.
somewhere.
Yeah, somewhere
it
for
happened.
sure.
It happened.
Yeah, man. Everybody's uncle. So,
Uncle Snoop.
what a guy.
But he
love
actually
39.
is Sasha Banks' uncle. Right?
Yeah, or
Cousin.
something like
Cousin.
that. Yeah,
Cousin. Yeah,
man.
yeah.
That was a cool little tidbit to find out, and I actually hit her to make like a birthday video for one of my friends, and I was like, since we're like rap cousins now, and it really worked out in my favor.
There you
But
go.
Also from Boston, so
Yes,
that's unfortunate.
true. Very true. Very true. But you forgive her for that, right?
No,
No? No?
Still my goat.
All right.
Still my
All right.
goat.
All right.
yeah,
O'Shea.
indeed.
Our show partner is Fanatics, and we'd love to have a Fanatics segment with you here. We are going to do a blind ranking. Let's blind rank some of LA's greatest players
Oh my god.
from the big four leagues in the order of who you think would be the best WWE superstars.
Interesting. Okay.
So, top 5,
Starting with
Magic Johnson.
6'9", like 260.
Magic.
Just to be safe, Because Magic is, he's a talker. But like he's also 6'9". All right, I'm gonna put Magic at the comfortable spot to always put people is 3. But I'm gonna go uncomfortable and put him at 2.
Like us,
Feeling
too.
Yeah, 2s.
All right. The Raiders are Las Vegas based now, but he is a Los Angeles Raider. Bo Jackson.
Bo. Come on, Bo knows.
Yeah, Bo knows wrestling.
Bo knows everything.
Yes. This is true. Yeah, I feel comfortable doing that number 3. For the kids who don't know, Bo Jackson is so incredible that he basically got his hip torn out of his socket because he was running too fast. It's crazy.
That's wild. All right. The late, great Fernando Valenzuela.
You know, Fernando, I'm going to keep you safe. I'm going to keep you safe, brother. You're down there at 4. 4 is perfect. I feel like there's going to be one name that I'm really hoping is there, or my number 1 spot's going to be crazy.
The great one and Kings legend, Wayne Gretzky.
I'm going to put, like I said, I'm going to put Fernando at the 5, and I'm going to put Wayne. Wayne for sure could take some hits, so I'm going to put him at 4. What is this number?
Come on,
everybody?
Finally, let's go with the Rams legend.
Aaron Donald.
Yep.
Oh, yes!
I was like, wait.
Yeah, put him the GOAT. Put him up there, number 1. He'll be just fine, Stephanie.
Will you be his mouthpiece or
Whatever
not
you need,
necessary?
man.
All
Whatever
right,
you
all right.
need.
So there's a scene, and I'm not sure which reporter it was, but in the movie
Yeah.
where your dad, you are talking and being interviewed poolside.
Oh, yes. Eat a Dick Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah, eat a Dick
And
Brian.
it doesn't go well, right? But what the comment is, look, I am representing to my community through music what you represent to your community through these interviews. And I just thought that was so poignant. It really stuck with me.
Yeah.
And I'm just curious your perspective on that, and how music influences community and how that ties even back to wrestling, because one of the things you talk about is the community of wrestling.
Yeah. I think, number 1, I think the artists who are really trying to tell something, that are genuinely inspired by the chaos a little bit, like it feels like they have a little bit more substance to them to get the message across. You can tell from the listen, The thing about entertainment is once whether that be fans or the suits or whoever, once they see something work, we need to be just like that. And so where the problem is you might have an artist who genuinely has a message to come across, and people who are only reading it on the shallow level then you get copycats. And then the music starts to go in a direction of just like, we're just doing this to get a check, man. I don't really mean none of that.
Right.
And so I think when my father has something to say, it is because it is something that really touched him or affected him. And the people can feel the difference. You can feel the difference between an artist who, there are people who like to celebrate, then there are people that like to work. There are people that live in that studio, that feel like what they are saying needs to be out there because they know the effect that it'll have on people, the inspiration that you get on people. You're never going to beat the guy who likes to work. We're all here to make money. But like there are some people who are in it for the money, then there are some people that are in it for impact.
Because they believe in it.
Yeah. Because it hurts me.
It means something.
And I
to
know
them.
that there's a me somewhere
Out there.
who doesn't have the voice to say it. So I'm gonna let him know from across the country, across the world, that I see you. And that is important. That to be seen. Like that, like I was saying earlier with wrestling and The Rock helping out, me, a shy kid. That feeling of like being seen it can not only like fuel you through a bad day, it might fuel you for the rest of your life. And that is an important responsibility. And you can tell who knows that and who hasn't hit it yet. And it's nothing wrong with you just not realizing yet. You can lead the horse to water. You can't make it drink it. But like at a moment when you start to see that power, that is the art part. That's real, like people's interpretation of what they're looking at and it being able to bring up questions and debates about it. That's because it is a real piece of art. And so I think that's that's a major thing, that another reason why it should be nominated for something, because it's the same thing that you would get from a painting, from a song, from a movie, from a show. You can get from watching a superstar come up from NXT all the way to main eventing Mania. And it means something. It means something for Kofi to be the first
Absolutely.
black man with the title and how long, or African born.
And how the people made it.
Yeah. It's a movement, the yes movement. People really feel like,
The women's evolution.
dude, that has like, there are people that will always remember where they were the first time they heard it or the first time they saw it, when that spark was, lit. And that's a beautiful thing. And you have to acknowledge that you have that power. And then when you can start to manipulate it and like form it to be within your style and what you believe in, that's when you really start connecting with people.
Yeah. That's beautiful. You just gave me goosebumps.
Yeah, I'll be acting and shit.
But I believe in it too.
Yeah.
And I believe in the power of our business. And I have grown up with these people that our business has touched in so many different ways. And, fans have always come up to my dad and asked for, at the time, an autograph or whatever. And what they always would say is, thank you.
Yeah.
And I feel like that's unusual. I don't know that a lot of actors get thank you. They may want pictures and autographs, but thank you.
Yeah.
Thank you for all of the entertainment. Thank you for the years of entertainment. I had this special bond with my dad or my grandfather, my son or my daughter. My grandmother, I hear a lot.
Yeah.
I hear a lot about grandmothers shouting at the screen.
They're babysitting us.
But
Grandma's
it's,
like shirtless men.
there's nothing wrong with that.
Well, and I feel like this past Mania, it started happening to you. Like,
Well, so it has started happening a little bit.
or at least
with-
I was witnessing it more,
Yeah.
that the thank you and the thank your
which
family.
nobody needs to thank me.
No.
But yeah, it's that notion of,
I mean, thank you.
That's crazy to say.
but
No,
it's true.
We're gonna thank you no matter what.
Well,
Stephanie. Like,
I'm
there-
definitely gonna thank you.
When I met you at Fanatics Fest, I'm trying. So for those who don't know, I get to meet Stephanie McMahon. I'm freaking out. All right, I am full on explosion, and I tell her about TJ, who's over there eating. So we weren't hungry, and you were like, "Well, let's go over and say hi to him." Immediately, my brain goes, "Stephanie McMahon's willing to walk to TJ? To TJ?" And so I'm like, she's so nice. Now immediately we're walking to TJ. I'm trying to give him all the eyes.
Put the sandwich
I'm
down.
not just walking next to her like, we're coming to you.
Like pulling lettuce out of his teeth.
I was like, are they coming to me right now? And so he gets up and we meet you, and like we full on lost it. Number one, because literally the week before I just brought you up on the show because I listed you on my Rushmore of managers, because I'm like,
Thank you.
You got
Thank
Stephanie
you.
on your
I
side.
mean,
Probably gonna go your way.
just saying.
But
For many reasons.
yes, like that thank you, the thank you is important, because even beyond you, Shane, Rock, Roman, Randy, you guys are like, for me, watching, you guys are like the blueprint of just like, you taking your family's name and we want to take it where we want to go with it. And for somebody like me who was the second generation, that meant something. Like that was kind of fuel to my fire that I needed, Same thing, same reason, another reason why I have such a connection to Kobe Bryant.
Yeah.
Kobe was, there's a part of me that feels like Kobe choosing to go into basketball, trying to get to the NBA, when his father played in the NBA, he had to hear a lot of the same things that I hear. Going in your old man's footsteps.
Big shoes to fill.
Exactly.
Yep.
Like all these things that people, for whatever reason, think feel good, but I'm scared to death. Thanks,
Right.
you know?
Yeah.
And so it's just, there's a natural attachment. Also, shout out to Cody. I'm glad you finished the story. I was a Roman guy, but
The story continues.
whatever. Yeah, the story continues. Story continues.
It
Shout out
never
to-
ends.
Never. But yeah, you deserve that thank you. Absolutely. You was out there. You took bumps. You was out there.
All right, okay.
3 a.m. on WrestleManias. Yeah, man.
No.
Like the first time she's ever accepted.
No, I'm just moving the conversation along.
So uncomfortable.
Fancy black
What
coffee.
do you think
I know.
about AI in music and movies? You were talking about that before.
Yeah.
How is it going to affect all the things you love?
I don't know. And it makes me nervous because I was in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series. Big flex.
Mm-hmm.
I was in the Obi-Wan Kenobi series, and we shot this show in something called The Volume, and it's like way bigger than this. It's like I mean, like you could fit a plane in there. You could fit not like a
Like a
airliner,
hangar.
but
Like a
yeah,
hangar.
you could fit a plane in there for sure. And it's just completely covered in screens. Like it's just tiny little LEDs all around you, and they can digitally put you anywhere.
Right.
A lot of the scenes where you think we're on a set, we're just in the volume. Even most of the show, we're in this giant cave. We were not in a cave. We were in the volume, and in the volume they can add, subtract whatever they want because it's all digital. Now, what scares you as a performer is I know how advanced that is, and I know like what is to stop if somebody offers me a role, negotiations don't go the right way. Well, what's to stop them from making something that's O'Shea-esque?
Right.
And it's like, dude,
And
like,
someone who's similar to you.
yeah,
Yeah.
for way less, not gonna get any headache, is never late, never complains,
Right.
can be used as
Except
long as
you're
you
not
want.
late.
No, I don't like that.
Yeah.
It's very
You're a
it's a
professional.
stereotype I like to crush. Yeah, Shay be early.
That's right. And prepared,
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Always. You have to.
which is so important because a lot of people aren't.
Yeah. But
And
it
their ego
sucks.
gets big or whatever the reason. And they don't think they need to be professional. I mean, you're in a business. You
Yeah.
need to show up.
Right.
You're
And-
getting paid for it.
And you gotta know, just like this all seems to be we're finding the link that puts all these conversations together. But just like that level of responsibility that I was talking about you have as a performer, as an entertainer, you know, when you're inspiring people, it might feel like you're going out there on your own by yourself, but like you represent a whole lot more than what you're thinking and more people than just you. I don't do a lot of going out. It's just certain things that I keep control of because life is going to throw a lot of things that you can't control. So when you can, might as well take the opportunity. But like when I go out to perform or when I'm doing my thing in interviews and stuff like that, it's not just me that I'm representing. I got a daughter. I am Jordan's dad. And Jordan's dad has to look cool and be on point all the time. I am Kim and O'Shea's son. I'm Daryl, Kareem, and Sharif's brother. These are things that are very important to me, and I have to represent them whenever they see me. And that is responsibility that a lot of people sweep under the rug, and you shouldn't.
Well, and kudos to your parents because clearly you learned these values from somewhere.
Yeah, they
You know?
good parents.
Yeah. They seem like they're pretty good parents. I mean, you turned out all right.
Yeah, they're waiting for me to call them. I was like, hey, I'm gonna be spazzing out.
Are you ready to hold WWE history in the palm of your hand? Topps is bringing you closer to the action than ever before with WWE Topps Now, highlighting the biggest matches and milestones from WWE shows and PLEs throughout the year. Topps Now is enhancing the fan experience by connecting collectors to the superstars and spectacles that ignite their passion. Featuring stunning event-exclusive photography, each card is made for the moment. And for some lucky collectors, that moment could become the pull of a lifetime. Along with serial numbered parallels, some Topps Now releases offer a chance at rare short prints, superstar autographs, and even pieces of the mat, gear, or other items used during the featured match. So which moments will you collect? With each card only available for a limited time, you won't want to wait to begin your Topps Now journey. Be sure to subscribe to the WWE Topps Now mailing list on Topps.com and follow Topps on all social media platforms so you never miss a single moment. Big news, WWE and sports fans. The world's #1 sports fan festival, Fanatics Fest, is making its return to New York City. Fanatics is bringing you closer to the leagues, teams, superstars, and athletes you love across 4 action-packed days in July.
Meet your favorite WWE superstars, get your hands on exclusive merch, catch live podcasts, and interact with the biggest names in sports.
Then fans of the show can get a 10% discount by using Steph10 at checkout. That's STEPH, the number 1, the number 0 at checkout. And did you want to ask a question?
I was going to say, your daughter's middle name.
Oh, Rain. No. It was. I'm not that crazy.
Okay, I just
Even though technically
R-E-I-G-N, right?
technically
wondering.
her name is Kobe Jordan, but like I'm not as crazy to put
Kobe
wrestling
Jordan,
in there,
Roman
too. But yeah, she noticed. We were watching. We were rewatching 39. I think it was like the day after it happened, and she goes, "His name is Rain like me." And I said, "Absolutely, my child." That's exactly
you
what
are
I'm talking
part of
about.
the
Right there. Yeah, I love this for you. It's a great moment. And yeah, she always. This is great that we're talking about this because this is some recent events. But before, back then, around 39, she would kind of like see me watching wrestling, and then when her auntie would be there, and now she's like, "Wait a minute, auntie likes it too." So it's like, okay. So now she's like peeping it until she saw Bianca.
Oh.
And then she saw Alexa Bliss. And she saw these two and she goes, "Daddy, I want to do that."
Oh, yeah?
And I said, "Are you sure?"
My child.
Because let me tell you right now, I have been waiting for this for a long time. And yeah, she got behind the living room curtain, played the music for her. She came out. She's talking shit on her little karaoke machine.
So great.
You know, we're working on the promo. We're working on it. It's gonna
Promos
get there.
are tough.
Yeah.
They're tough.
Yeah, you know, but she's a gymnast, so she's really into the flips.
Oh, hey,
and-
well,
right.
that's the right
yeah,
kind of background.
She beat my sister ass for half an hour. It was a banger. I was special
good.
guest referee, so like,
Were you the referee?
yeah, absolutely. My sister had no chance. I'm sorry, Kareem. It's fixed.
It was fixed.
But yeah, so that was like the first time where I was like, "Oh, okay." And then I had Bianca and Alexa. They sent me videos for her birthday.
That's
She
so sweet.
spazzed out.
Yeah.
She's like, "They know my name," and I was like, my heart.
In.
So yeah, so that was the first bit. But when she was like 1 or 2 years old, her real first match she ever watched was Macho Man versus Crush.
Wow, okay. That's
that was-
random.
She sat up and like was watching it, and I was like, "Look at her sitting up."
Right?
You know, they don't have good balance at that.
Taking her first
She's
steps.
like locked in. So I was like, okay. And then the curtain thing, that was the second time. But just recently, we were watching wrestling, and I keep hearing like a second, like, you know, what you're watching with the crowd, the bell, and all that. I keep hearing something behind the couch that sounds like wrestling, but I know there's no way what I'm about to see. And yeah, she was on her iPad watching CM Punk versus Drew McIntyre. Hell in
On
a
her
Cell.
own.
On her own.
Oh, wow.
And I was like, I've
I've done something right in this
I was
world.
like, look at this. Look at this. I recorded it. And then I told my sister, she said, that's her third time watching that match.
Really?
I was like, what?
Oh.
She was like, yeah, she called me one day and was like, Auntie, what's the match with the blood?
Oh.
That's the one. All
right. The only one.
She's never seen that much blood in her life.
But
You know?
has she been live yet?
No.
I was just going to ask that.
I know. Oh, it's going to be
When are you going to bring her?
Matt, I mean, they need to come to LA.
They need to come to
Come to
WrestleMania.
LA.
Vegas is not far.
Dude, I've been trying to get my entire family to go to Vegas for this last one. Because like I'm like, Dad, it's basically in your house.
Yeah,
It's
come
like Raider
on.
Stadium, bro. You
yeah,
can honestly
yeah.
hook us up with a lot more. This podcast only get me so far
That's
right now.
right,
you know?
Raider Nation.
So yeah, I'll see what I can do. But her, yeah, she's definitely got to go. She wants to meet Bianca. She wants, she wants all those magic moments, and Dad has to make those magic moments.
Dad can make them happen.
Yeah, so when we go to Disneyland, we get the VIP tour. You know, you get to go with the plaid shirts. I just call them the plaid shirts.
Chaperone,
They're always-
you
yeah,
will?
they chaperone you around the park. You get to skip the lines.
Yeah, that's the big thing.
Yeah, that's the big
that's
thing
the big
because
thing.
so we do that, right?
Yeah.
So then she goes
It is.
to
Sounds like a
Disney.
Nepo thing.
She goes to up by $1 billion, baby.
We're waiting in lines
we'll
over
take
here.
We'll take
I
that.
know. That's a great thing to have.
So the next month she goes with her mom's family to Disneyland.
And
And so she just
Is she ready for
she
it?
goes to the front of the line. They're like, Jordan, where are you going? I go, what do you mean? What is this? It's the line.
Oh,
Line.
line.
Yeah, the line.
The
So,
and the line is long.
line is long.
long.
Yeah.
long.
And it's hot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's
And
always
like,
hot.
your little ice cream is melting.
Yeah.
Now you're tired.
Well, it's not little.
You're
it's a
te-
giant
Yeah.
ice
It's
cream.
because you're gonna
First
be
of all,
live.
Yes, yes.
it's small and it's $20.
Yeah, 20 hots. I was looking at the prices because she just wanted to go for
It's
her
so
birthday. I spent 9 racks at Disneyland.
Really?
I could
That's
not
how they
believe
get
it.
you.
I was like, my gas was flabbered. I was just like, I was so like, there's no way.
I'm gonna steal that. I love
There's
that.
no way. If I was a family of 4
No, that's the
in
thing.
middle America,
Yeah,
never
right?
going to Disneyland.
Oh, but that's true.
You go to Target, they sell
Yeah,
those
yeah.
Mickey Mouse
I'm going
pops.
to Target.
Yeah.
$8 for a box. Look at the Mickey toys. That's all we're doing, son.
So all the parents that save up for Disneyland, God bless you. O'Shea
Yeah,
Jackson Jr. Yeah, man.
Peasants over
Yeah.
here.
But you got to
Your
get the
gas
VIP
was
tour.
flabbered.
Yeah.
That's like-
I think that's my
That's a
favorite
top five,
line.
yeah.
Yeah, I think that's
Gotta
right
get-
up there. So today, you, I want you to promote your new show too that's coming out. But today you posted that your favorite food was a grilled cheese?
Oh no, it's the greatest sandwich ever.
Greatest sandwich.
Yeah, the greatest sandwich ever. My favorite food will forever be.
well, if
Here
you're
on
hungry.
here on What's Your Story?
I didn't know you guys had it already.
100%.
I was
I know.
told you might have it at the end.
I know. I checked for a text. I missed
Oh,
that.
yeah.
Here on
it
What's
kind
Your
of looks thin. That looks
sure.
kind of
It's
sad.
for sure
That's a
cold.
sad
That's it.
grilled
Shake
cheese.
Shack grilled cheese.
Give me,
Not a lot
give me
of
that.
love.
You can't eat that.
What, you don't want the puck?
I'll eat
Want
it.
the puck?
The point is,
It tastes exactly how you think. Exactly how you think.
Even cold, it's
but
good. And
grilled
we're
cheese.
not sponsored by Shake Shack.
No.
but maybe we will be now.
Right. The grilled cheese sandwich is the greatest sandwich ever.
Okay.
It's simple. You
It
don't need
is.
a lot.
Lots of butter or no butter for you?
You got to get that bread nice.
Yeah.
You got to get the bread nice.
But
Also,
butter on both sides?
the trick, so you don't burn your bread while your cheese is melting, is mayo.
I've heard that.
yeah, I
I've
can't-
never
I
done
can't
it,
do
but
that.
I've heard it.
My mom,
Tonight for dinner.
connoisseur, greatest grilled cheese on earth, come from my mom, and I remember them, and I will always have
Big
them.
thick bread, thin bread?
Just like that.
Not like
I'm
that.
not going out there with Texas toast.
Okay,
but like you,
okay.
you need that little crunch. It's a texture.
Any
thing.
particular brand? Like,
Good.
okay.
Yeah, any good brand.
Any good?
But yeah, simple. The ingredients are in the name.
Yeah.
It is.
Can't be
It
mad
is
at
simple,
that.
but there's no mayo.
I mean, if for on the bread, if you're toasting it the right way.
Yeah.
But
feel
like
that.
grilled cheese, simple, bro. Simple. All day. Kids love it. Mothers approve.
It's true. All good things. Yes.
Yeah, can't knock it.
Favorite food in general?
I'm a burger guy. A burger, like
So hungry.
Bulges, yeah.
and it's been so whack.
bite of
This
that grilled cheese.
Watering a little
this
bit.
diet is so trash. Because
Hey, but
like,
congratulations though. Also,
I know. I'm
Yeah,
sorry that we
thank
just
you.
maybe
Yeah,
fucked
bring
it
up
up.
all the food,
by
I know.
summer, I should get the extra 40, and I'll be 100 down.
Wow.
And then I'm gonna yoke up.
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm gonna yoke up.
You'll be surprised the leaner you get, how much you see how muscular you are.
Yeah, I'm great under here. I was so pleased with myself.
That's what I always say too.
Look at us.
I'm great under here
Yeah.
too.
And yeah, when I get into, because right now I'm still lovable, you know, but when I become buff Shay, I will be the asshole I am meant to be, Stephanie McMahon.
All right. All
And
right. Are
it's
you going to
be
come
great.
come
True
to
Lakers
WWE?
fan.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
Whatever you need.
All right.
Whatever you need right now. You know? But like, yeah, I definitely, that's always been a dream. I'm asked every interview, but I got to get yoked.
Yoked.
I got to get
Yoked.
yoked.
All
And
right.
then I'll be all right.
Then you're all
I got to
right.
get my R&B body.
You're all right anyway.
I got a real rap body right now. I need my R&B body.
Post-holiday body over here.
100%.
But so tell us about your new show coming out. Movie show.
Oh yeah, movie.
Shit talkers?
Yeah, shitheads.
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 Yeah, which
Sorry,
I
I'm
am
on the
just
promo.
as surprised.
That's our next move. Yeah.
I'm so surprised that he got the title okayed. You know, it's just like, how am I going to sell that on the news?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
How are you?
Shitheeds. Yeah, our new movie Shitheeds. Yeah.
Shithieds. You just
Yeah. And
shy thieves.
Shite.
You know, it could be that.
There's
yeah.
no way to get around it.
No.
I did. I mean, I performed in a film known as Cocaine Bear, and selling that. On
Yes.
the cover.
We've seen
Thank
it.
you.
We've seen it.
Big fans,
And
as you can
having
tell.
Al Roker talk about cocaine at 9 in the morning, that was an experience. I was like, damn, we're really getting away with it. And then Mexico made us change the name in Mexico, and I'm
No,
like,
in Mexico.
guys.
Yeah.
I mean,
What was it? What was it
Cartel
called in Mexico?
bears?
Yeah, it's like Dangerous Bear or just something like that. But like
Ravenous
like,
Bear.
yeah, like we can't have cocaine in the title, Mexico.
Well, hey,
just not in the title.
Colombia was fun.
Colombia's fine. I'm like, yeah, go ahead, whatever, do whatever you want.
The
But-
tourism board sponsored it. But yeah.
It's one of those things. But Shitheads is the title of it as far as we are concerned, and I loved it. After Straight Outta Compton, I did a film, Ingrid Goes West. And Ingrid Goes West is one of my favorites because, number one, it was my first time going out on my own, finding a film, and doing the whole night. Oh, quick story about how I got Ingrid Goes West. So, Ingrid Goes West happened because I was at an award show presenting, and Aubrey Plaza was there. I'm a big Aubrey Plaza fan. And so I was going over to say hello to Aubrey Plaza. Some nice old ass ladies might have stopped me and start telling me about how their grandson loves Straight Outta Compton and this, that, and the third. And I'm looking at them like, man, that's crazy. And so eventually they want to take the picture. We take the picture. Everything's right. All right, you guys have a good night. I turn around. Aubrey Plaza's
He's gone. Yeah.
So I get on Twitter immediately, as one does, to complain. And I say, almost met Aubrey Plaza, but didn't. So, the night's going well. Aubrey Plaza sees this. There's another reason why I will never delete Twitter. Aubrey Plaza sees this DM, hits me in the DMs. It's like, listen, I got this movie, and I need you to play the guy. And
Oh,
he's
wow.
my love interest
Straight
in the
there.
movie. Yeah, and I was like, this is my second movie ever. I know this isn't how this is supposed to go. So,
Right?
let's set up a meeting and let's talk about it first. So she gives me her number, and I text her, it's Batman. And then she goes, great, exclamation, exclamation. I'm like, wow, she was really excited that I said Batman. Didn't think nothing of it. That was it. On the day of the meeting, she was like, so how did you like the script? I'm like, what script? She goes, for the movie. I said, you didn't send me a script. What's my email? She goes, then why did you say you were Batman?
I'm just saying it.
I'm trying to be cool for Aubrey Plaza. Like, I don't know. I'm Batman. I love Batman. He goes, your guy in the movie is obsessed with Batman, and I thought that was you saying yes. So the director and the producers think you said yes.
So you have to do it.
Well, fuck. All right. Dope. Yeah, let's do it.
Let's do it.
And so I talked to Matt Spicer, who's the director. He went to USC as well, and he was just like, yeah, we thank you for doing this. He kind of let me do my own thing, a lot of improv in that. And it that movie meant a lot to me because to go from Straight Outta Compton, who's the Universal Studios major film, blah, 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 to the indies, it really let me see, the difference, the difference that of just like not every set is going to be like Straight Outta Compton. And then when you do indies, the bells and whistles aren't there to distract you. It is you and the camera and the director and your co-stars. It's like, you got to bring it. And yeah, I love Ingrid Goes West. It's such a key part of my career. And, I think about, I got the part in Obi-Wan Kenobi because the director saw Ingrid Goes West. Another quick story. So I was doing Swagger. And my agents are like, hey, we need you to be available tomorrow, 12:30. It's like, I got work. Like, no, you don't
No,
anymore.
you don't.
Yeah, 12:30, we need you to be by your computer. You click that Zoom. It's like, all right, that's real weird. And so I click it, and it's Deborah Chow. And so she starts telling me, so we're going to do an Obi-Wan Kenobi series. I'm like, oh, wow.
No.
That's nice. Yeah. And she starts telling me like a lot about the show. Like spoilers. Like a lot about the show. And I'm like, I didn't sign an NDA. I didn't do like, you should not be doing this. And then so I was like, okay, so do I have like, you want me to read some sides? Like, am I self-taping my audition? She's like, no, you have the part.
I feel like this keeps happening.
Wait,
It's like,
what?
thank goodness for that.
I'm Batman.
But I'm just asking, why was I able to get a part without auditioning? And she goes, oh, because of Ingrid Goes West. The heart that I need for this role, I saw you do it in Ingrid Goes West easy. So I was like, all right, shit. All right, cool. And I couldn't tell nobody for like a year. I told my mom. And then from there, Ingrid Goes West just keeps popping up in conversations that I have with people who are giving me roles. So I felt like after Den of Thieves 2, I wanted to step back into the indies, give the indies back another sample of me. And it's with one of my best friends, Dave Franco, who's actually the reason why I got the part, because he told the director that, Shay could kill this. I'm telling you, just hit him. And also went to USC, fight on. And from there we just had a ball. I got to kick it with Dave Franco, my man Mason Thames, who plays Hiccup in How to Train Your Dragon. Peter Dinklage, got to talk to him about Game of Thrones.
Wow.
I didn't go into detail about Game of Thrones because there's some things that I'm sure he's been told the same things year after year. But what I will say, and I will say it on your show as well.
Okay, all right.
Fuck you, Bran Stark.
Yeah.
You're a fucking snake. All right. You knew people died. People died. You fortune teller. You couldn't tell nobody. So Bran Stark is a snake, and he is no king of mine or protector of the realm.
Oh, and you heard it here.
You heard it. Bran
heard it
Stark,
here.
you're a snake. If you look on my Twitter, like every couple months, I call Bran Stark.
Just call him out.
Fuck you, Bran Stark.
Just a reminder.
I'm gonna do it today.
I was having a hard time getting through all the comments about WWE and everything else on your feed. Yeah, there's a lot.
I'm real aggressive
You
with my
are.
fandom.
You are.
And I'm
It's good.
chill. Just
It's
like,
good.
let me nerd
It's
out.
good. Yeah.
But when
that's what it's
people-
about.
Yeah.
Yeah. That's what being a fan is.
Just let me nerd out with my anime, my video games, and my wrestling. And then when people come in my house, I can't just let flies fly around my house, I gotta swat them.
Yeah.
And then I leave their body for the other flies to see.
Oh.
Yes.
You don't get rid of
what
it.
happens? You see what happens?
You need like the fly tape. So you have
Just
all the
sit there and
flies.
scream in your
Yeah.
house all day. Yeah, man. I can't stand, and I'm getting real good at it because Mark Henry told me that I have to stop.
Oh.
He like tears lockers off the wall, so I guess I'll listen to him. But yeah, so I gotta chill, but I just don't like people being disrespectful. You can have a different opinion,
Yeah.
but as soon as you call me out of my name, that's when I start to hear my mom again.
Yeah.
Now I
that's
have to
true.
kill you.
And now you
Through the
feel
internet.
like, yeah,
Through the internet. Through the internet.
through the internet.
Yes.
Yes. Yes. What's the best part about being a dad?
I think the best part are things that I don't like. The best moments that I've had are moments that I wasn't expecting. You know, number one, I'm gonna tell you the worst thing is that I am so emotional.
Yeah.
Oh my God. Like wholesome TikTok, soldiers coming home.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, like a good commercial during the Super Bowl.
It gets you. It gets you every time.
You know, I used to be a cold-hearted warrior. And
Right?
now, like,
Right? With the
any
scowl.
little thing, any little thing, I'm just like, I hope she's okay. It's so, like, it's just so emotional all the time now. And now, like, other kids' voices make me happy.
Yeah.
I'm like, oh man, your little guy, like to some
He's so
stranger.
cute.
And it's just, that's the worst.
So good.
But like, when I see little things, little reflections of me, first of all, in a girl, which was wild.
Right?
It's like, oh, you're still little me. That's still wild.
Sometimes the daughters are much more like their dads.
Oh, I seen you yell at people.
On the show?
Yeah, on the show. But there was one summer we were outside playing with the water hose, as one does, and her little footprint was on the ground. And then I put my foot, and it was the like exact same, and I was just like, lost it. She the first time
Did you
she
take a
told
picture
me-
of it?
Yeah, I got it. Yeah, I got it. I'll send it. And then first time she told me she loved me without me saying it, like without me saying it first,
Yeah.
I was just like, what did I do to deserve that? Like, oh my God. And then I think the last coolest thing that I had happen was she had lost her cousin, Andrew, who passed away 19 car accident. And I've known that kid since he was 4, you know? Like I know that kid. Like me and Jordan's mother, I've known her since I was 15 years old. Like I know them. And you know, she lost her cousin, and so this was like a major hit to their family. Like this was massive. Like we're still dealing with the aftershock of it. And
So young.
her on the day of his funeral, she's with her other grandmother, shout out to Gina, and grandmother's crying obviously because she just lost her first grandbaby. So she's crying and she's boo-hooing, and Jordan turns to her. Her grandmother told me this story, but Jordan turned to her and says, "Don't worry, Grandma, my dad's coming today, and he's good at making people smile and stop crying." And I was just like, oh, you know, when you like,
Beautiful.
You're her
I didn't
hero.
know my kid looked at me like that.
Yeah.
You know, she's like, don't know. My guy got this. Don't worry. Like that right there is just like the best. And there's no way to describe that to people. And then you realize every time you heard, wait till you have your own, wait till you have your own, they were absolutely right.
Yeah.
And then you're like, damn it, how much other stuff didn't I listen to?
That was it. That was
They're
it.
absolutely right. And it's those moments that make everything you do so important. Everything I do is already for Jordan, but then it's moments like that where you realize that everything you don't do is for Jordan too.
Yeah.
And it's important. She went to go see Wicked, and she just so happened to see the poster for Den of Thieves 2 in there. And she went and took a picture because she saw it's my daddy's poster.
That's right.
And I was, just mush. Used to be a cold-hearted warrior.
You can
People
be
feared
both.
me.
You can be both.
And now I'm mush.
Yeah.
And my father is mush, and my mother is mush. Everybody's mush. Now my brother's having kids, and now it's just like
Extra
You're all
mush.
it's like you're watching them write season 3 while you think you're still in season 2. It's so wild. The next bit of Jackson's, and it's crazy, but it is the best job I can ask for, because I know no matter what, I can count on that little girl to love me more than anybody. No matter what I do, the thing with entertainment, fans can be so fickle. It takes one thing for them to turn on you. Nothing will stop her from loving me, and that's the best fuel you can ask for, man.
You are
It's the
blessed.
shit. Yeah.
Yeah, it is.
Jordan, Daddy loves
Yeah.
you. See, chicken wing.
Likewise, you will always love her unconditionally,
Yeah.
right? It's when you
Unconditional.
really learn what it means, unconditional love, when your child is born. Like, I don't care what my kids do. I could get angry, I could be upset, whatever. I will always love them,
Yeah.
no matter what, with everything I am. They're the greatest gifts in the world.
And you just
are our
don't
kids.
know until you see it.
Yeah.
Until
Yeah.
you see them, and it's
Until
like,
you
oh,
feel it.
like
Yeah.
like
well, but
little me.
mamas know when they're carrying.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We get it. I'm just a
true.
stupid man.
That chair in the
Yeah,
hospital.
I for sure hip checked a kid. Yeah, man. He bit my baby in her back.
No.
So I had to give him a little, didn't see that, little buddy.
Sorry.
Yeah, little hip check. I'll wait.
Bit your daughter
I'll
in
wait.
the
I'm very
back.
patient. I'm very patient. I'll wait to beat your ass.
It is.
I'll hit a kid.
My daughter was getting bullied, one of my daughters, and I did have that sensation as well. This little girl was
Yeah.
walking towards the car one day in pickup line, and I was.
Dagger.
I'm like, what am I doing to this little girl? And I
Dagger.
didn't care.
Yeah.
I made her look too.
Yeah, oh my God. Yeah, absolutely.
She's never been back to the school. It's the girl's last day.
I had to tell another kid's parents, well, it was just with the one parent, but it's not. All I said
How
was-
to tell.
All I said was I would hate to have to talk to her father about this, which basically means don't get your husband's ass whooped in front of this school.
Yeah.
It's real close. All right, so y'all got to figure it out. Call a family huddle. Figure it out.
Whatever you got to do.
All right?
Yeah.
Because I live real close. My brother lived real close. And her grandfather is crazy. He could go real bad, bro. So I would prefer if this is handled at home. In-house, if you will.
Thank you.
I'm a good guy.
Well, I can't think of a better way to end the podcast than on that
Threatening
note.
kids.
Yeah.
Dope.
busting them up. Well, maybe we go back to the note.
I can't believe she almost hit a kid with her car.
Absolutely.
But I thank you so much for your time.
Thank you
I
for
really
having
hope I see you at WrestleMania. I would love to meet your daughter.
oh, I'm there. I'm
Yeah.
there waiting for you, Stephanie.
Okay.
Yeah.
I really would love to meet your daughter, though. I'd love to see the look on her face watching it live, because there is nothing like being there live.
Yeah. She got on her mom the other day because her mom came to pick her up, and she was like, "Mommy," and then, do you know who Liv Morgan is? And her mom was like, "No, I don't know." You don't know who Liv Morgan? And
I feel that way.
you're such a weirdo right now. You're a freak. You don't know Liv Morgan?
That's awesome.
Yeah, shout out to Liv.
I mean,
Daddy-o.
She just did the pod.
Yeah?
Yeah, you got to listen to
right. The community service.
it. Yeah.
Classic.
There's a lot.
what did she say? Everyone was commenting, and Liv wrote back, "She ate me up." You're like, you're going to be doing
What a
some
bar.
community work.
What a bar. Yes.
No, but she is quite a story too.
Yeah.
I mean, really.
I mean,
Yeah.
first of all, her and Shiloh Hill got the coldest real names there is. Shiloh Hill is Thunder Keck. Thunder Justice Keck. And
Wow.
then Liv with that Daddy-O.
I know.
Gianna Daddy-O.
Yeah, Gianna Daddy-O is a great
Gianna
name.
Daddy-O is
Yeah.
crazy.
Great name.
Crazy name. It's almost alias worthy.
It is.
Yeah.
And it's your real name.
And it's her real name. Yeah,
Yeah.
it doesn't sound real.
Yeah, what a beast. Shout out to Liv. But thank you for having me. You know,
No,
had
I
a
can't
great
wait
time.
for your tour.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
I really gotta we have to figure out a more conventional way to take the No Contest Wrestling podcast on the road.
Okay.
Because I would
okay.
love, because that's what that damn Van Vliet be doing.
Oh,
Van
no.
Vliet!
He's doing well.
Yeah, he was showing up at their house. I can't do that because TJ works for the Rich Eisen show. Oh. But I'm going to figure it out.
We're mobile. We're mobile.
Yeah, see?
Yeah.
You got to be mobile, man. Yeah. I got to get Ice Cube to sponsor the show.
Shut up.
Toss it.
Discreet. What?
Oh, I thought you were about to.
Oh no,
I know, I was trying to help you out.
I was crying, and now my nose is
Oh,
running.
my-
I was trying to help you
Your
out.
story
My
had me
eyebrows.
like really going. I mean, thank you.
Yeah, see, that's
thank
that
you.
parent.
It just,
No,
it's
she's-
just
softness.
off the mic.
She's like my parents.
Sorry, Jack.
I'm trying to like
I know.
subtly get it, but yeah, there's
running-
nothing to do with the runny nose.
No.
Your
No,
story.
you got to take care of that.
Yeah. Oh,
But dads and daughters is very, very special.
yeah. I mean, I was completely nervous because like every thought in the world went through my mind of just like, you know, I'm always on the road. You know, I just always try to be as present as I can when I can be. Because there was a time where I was gone for 7 months and I didn't tell her I was coming home and I just came home and she cried when she saw me. And I'm like, dude, I'm
Right?
such a softie.
The worst is when they're wrapped around your leg begging you not to go.
Oh my God.
Please
Or-
don't go. Don't leave.
I also get
It's the
cussed out.
worst. Oh.
Yeah. You didn't tell me you were going to New York? The hell were you going to do about it? Like, yeah, I got to go. Or she'll FaceTime me. What are you doing? Minding my business? What are you doing? And I have to show her the room.
Don't you have
No, that's
homework?
important because then they get context for where you are.
I mean, I guess.
But FaceTime also allows you to see them like in school shows or
Yeah.
like presentations or whatever it is, the things you can't be there for.
I just went to her winter concert. 8 in the morning, by the way.
It's never
in the
never a good time.
And third grade was last. And I sat in that hard ass auditorium wood.
Oh yeah.
That foldy chair that's just
And
cutting
you
the
can't
back
see,
of my leg.
and there's people everywhere.
Yeah. And like, put your phone down, bro. Like, we get it, dog.
Like, okay.
Yeah, man.
I can't
They
see.
specifically said, don't clap in between the performances
Right.
to save time. We don't need a standing O for everything. Yeah, and I sat and I watched all of those kids.
Every single one of them.
Yep. So I'm a hero. You know, I'm a survivor.
Yeah, oh you are.
Yeah.
We all are
God
as
bless
parents.
them.
Yes.
I just felt
Third
every
grade
bit
going
of
on.
that winter concert.
In a concert.
Well, and
Sit down.
was the band also part of the winter concert?
oh no, no.
The band
No.
is something special.
What?
At that age.
What I
Really,
was
pretty much
surprised
any
with-
school
Okay,
age.
I was-
It's pretty bad.
What I was surprised with is 2 of the classes chose to go a cappella.
Oh,
No music. I love that. That's some confidence, dog.
there you go.
I'm gonna take these second graders out here with no music. Bro, you got gusto, my boy.
And aren't the music teachers always so entertaining?
Yeah, they're in it. They're in it. And
They
know,
are
they
in
got
it.
their favorites.
Oh, yeah.
They got their favorites.
And they're, conducting
Yeah,
and they're
doing their
singing
thing.
and they're pointing and the
all that.
yeah.
Put your hands down. Yeah, all that. But it's the best.
It really is.
One day I'm gonna use those videos for collateral. She told me, she was like, "Daddy, I need you to do me a favor." I was like, "Oh, a favor from your father? That's new. What's going on?" She was like, "Can you not scream 'I love you, Jordan' when I'm done with my concert?"
No.
Scream it loud.
I cannot do that for you.
I'm so sorry your dad loves you. Like, boo-hoo, all right? Boo-hoo. This kid's out here cold, All
Right,
right. You're upset. Well, my friends last time, they just kept talking about it.
They
at
made
lunch.
fun of me.
Sorry, their parents don't love them.
Yeah,
You know, I
right.
love you.
I love you.
I was good. Shay do good.
See, I don't listen to those requests. No, hell no.
Yeah, man. I told you
And,
I got
and
sauce.
I am the parent that's going to stand after my kid performs,
Oh.
no matter what the teacher says.
Middle school? Wait till I start picking her up in middle school. I'm embarrassed.
Oh yeah,
Yeah,
There's
absolutely.
nothing better.
But she'll look back on it one day. That's all that matters.
That's
Yeah.
right. That's right. Well, thank you again so much. This has been awesome.
Thank you for having me.
And I look forward to being on your show.
Yes,
If
we
you'll still
to
have
do-
me.
We will
Yes.
red carpet that whole thing. I'll make sure the studio is real clean. Like, please, we do it every Wednesday. But we will. If you got to change days, we will change days for you. Trust me, and we'll take care of it.
Thank you.
Yes.
All right.
Contest. Thank you, please.